Chaitanya Manohisham Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamriyam Dadati Swapadatika Vande Ram Shri Guru Shri Yudapadakamanam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parinaya Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakamitam Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachari Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatadeshatari Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we welcome you all today for this Friday program, and today is also Ekadashi, so it's even more auspicious to do Hari Katha on Ekadashi. And we also have with us Shri Nikai Gaur Sundar over here, if you all have noticed. So they have specially come to shower their blessings on all of us. So today's day is highly multiplied factor of auspiciousness. It's Ekadashi, we are going to speak on Lord Ram, and Nikai Gaur Sundar is over here to give their blessings to us. So Ramayana is something which we all know about. There is no one in India who can say that I don't know Ramayana. If you say Bhagavatam, people get confused. They don't know what is there in Bhagavatam. But Ramayana, no one can say that I don't know Ramayana. You ask anyone, no matter how old he is, how young he is, everyone knows about Ramayana. And Ramayana comes every year. And every year we discuss on Ramayana. So then we think, okay, I know Ramayana, there was Ram, and then there was Lakshman and Sita, and then Ravan was there, Hanumanji, and so many others. I know Ramayana. Why I should discuss it again and again? What new? Thank you. What new I am going to hear? Right? So sometimes we feel like that because our nature is that we want to know, we want to experience something new always. Right? We will not wear the same clothes probably for 100 times, maybe 10, 20 times, and then we want something new. Right? So then how we can discuss the same Ramayana again and again? So Gaurang Prabhu, in one of his class, he was saying that Ramayana comes in the summertime. In summertime, there is also one fruit which comes. Which is that fruit? See, everyone knows mango, right? And mango is such if you get the right kind of mango, which is not having chemicals and all that thing what you get nowadays, if you get the right kind of mango, you can really relish it. You can really sit with it, sucking it, eating it, so many things you do out of it. There we don't say that last year I ate mango, why I should eat mango again? For last 20 years I am eating mango, this year I will not eat mango. We say like that? No. We ask, so why we say that, right? Why? Because we know the value of that mango. It really touches our senses with that titillation. Wow, those 2-3 seconds like we are out of the world. In different rasas. So just like the amras, mango is amras, is relishing to the senses, Ram Ras is relishing to the soul. See, we as humans have a need for emotional fulfillment. We accept it or we don't accept it. No matter how many things we have with us, this does not touch us emotionally. There is a need, just like we have physical need, just like we have need of belly, similarly we have an emotional need. And And because this emotional need is not satisfied, we keep changing things. That is why we do a lot of shopping. We say after doing shopping, I felt little nice now. No, it is temporary niceness. Actually, we are trying to fulfill that emotional space which is there. That's what we look into our partner, that's what we look into our children, that's what we look into society, that's what we look into all the movies and everything what we have around us. And this emotional space can be fulfilled by someone who is perfect. That's why we always look for faults in our relationship. It may be with our husband or wife or children or neighbor, everywhere. Because we are frustrated and we are not able to emotionally satisfy ourselves, the people who are around us, we start finding faults in them. And because no one in this world is perfect, we are not able to emotionally satisfy ourselves. And we are also not perfect. So we have to be kind with ourselves. We have to accept, yes, I am not perfect, my partner is also not perfect, that's fine. Right? Then who is that perfect being? Actually in Ramayana starts with Valmiki Muni asking Narad Muni, who is the perfect being? And Narad Muni tells these 18 qualities of Lord Ram. And when we hear about such amazing qualities and pastimes of such personalities, somewhere in our heart that small spark comes. Oh, is this the person I am looking to? For so many lifetimes I am searching for a person. Is it Ram? Is it Lord Ram? And that is where we go one step closer to the Lord by hearing about the divine pastimes of the Supreme Lord. Because no one else in this world is perfect. No one is perfect. Nothing is perfect because that is how the world is designed. And that is why the Supreme Lord come in this world again and again in different forms. He come as Ram, he come as Narsimha, he come as Varahadev, just to tell us this world is temporary, this world is full of miseries. This world is imperfect. This world is imperfect. Don't find for perfection in this world. If you want something perfect, come to Vaikuntha. And that is why he does so many pastimes. So that is why we should hear about the glories of the Lord again and again and again. Sandhya, morning, afternoon, evening. In olden times, Vedic times, they were hearing the glories of the Lord 3 times a day. That's why they were satisfied, no matter what. They had nothing much with them, but they were satisfied. Atmanandis. But now 3 Sandhya nahi. Maybe once in 3 months we hear glories of the Lord. Other times we hear so many other things. That's why we should make an attempt. That Ram Navami is coming now. After 2 weeks we will be celebrating Ram Navami. So till Ram Navami, we should build our consciousness so that we can welcome Lord Ram in our hearts. Right? So if you see Ramayana was composed by Valmiki Muni, and Valmiki Muni spoke it, and Bhardwaj Muni he wrote it. There are total 24,000 shlokas, and it's like a poem. And divided into 7 kandas, and there are 660 chapters. And Ramayana was written 8 lakh years back. 8 lakh varsa pahili. We can't even imagine. You call it 8 lakhs or 80 lakhs. Farak nahi padta. After some time, we don't understand what is the maths, right? But 8 lakhs is really huge time. Kali Yuga is just 5,000 years, and we are talking about 8 lakh years back. Some activities Lord had performed. And we are talking about it even today. Even today. That is the divinity of the whole thing. And it is not Mangalam. There are so many people talking about it. Oh, it is just written by some people. No, it's not. Rather, there are so many studies which are done saying that Ramayana was not only limited to Indian subcontinent. It was across the world. It had spread across the world. There are so many instances, so many things they are finding at different places. Like there is one book, there is one survey and a book and a lot of things they have published. They are saying that Rome, Rome, which is the capital of Europe in the olden times, that is actually, the name Rome is derived from Rama. And exactly opposite to Rome, there is one small city, which is Ravana, which is actually Ravana. Right? It is not, you can Google it, it's all there. It's all there. Right? They also found out that when Rome was established, the date, and that date was Ram Navami. In Rome, they excavated, now they are excavating, those people who are digging and finding some caves, they are finding some paintings, some things. They are finding some plates and some drawings and designs made on which, what is there? There is one lady standing in between, there are two men on either side, and they are holding bows in their hands. And this they are finding in Rome. In Germany, they found one nursing Dev deity. It's there on the internet. And this deity, they found what is the age of it by carbon dating. And the age of that deity was 40,000 years old. Can you imagine? 40,000 years old. Who put that deity over there? Now it will come from here and put it over there. Right? There are so many instances like that. In Russia, there is a river called Sita. There is one more river called Moksha. It's even there now. Of course, they say sometimes Russia is Rishis. All the Rishis had settled over there, and that's how Russia was established later in the previous time. And now, how all these Kshatriyas, even in Egypt, they are saying that the study is saying that Egypt, the people of Egypt are the descendants of Kush, Log and Kush. They are from the Kush dynasty, and they themselves are talking about it. Indonesia is a country with highest number of Muslims, right? Over here, just close to the place where we go, Thailand ke side mein, right? So Indonesia, the old capital of Indonesia was Ayodhya, which came from Ayodhya. Even their kings, some decades back, their king's name was Ram 1, Ram 2, Ram 3, just like they have Elizabeth 1, Elizabeth 2, like that. It's there, everything is there on the internet, it's not some made up stories. So if you see the influence of Ramayana in Brazil, in the Southern American parts, they are getting so many artifacts which are connected to Ramayana. So Ramayana is not something which is man-ghadan or done only. Sometimes we get that question, why all gods came in India only, why not other places? There are so many places, they were spread across so many lokas, not only on earth. Right? Only that information is not yet come to us, or it's come but it's hidden. Right? So if you see Ramayana, recently we inaugurated the temple in Ayodhya. Right? It is just not about building a temple, but it's about preserving our culture. Our culture which is 8 lakh years old, not something which is just 10,000 years, or 5,000 years. It's 8 lakh years old culture. And when we speak, oh, it's my culture, it's good to be proud about it, that it's my culture. But then we should know what is Ramayana culture. What is the culture of Ram? What is Rama Rajya when we speak about? Right? So that's why we should discuss the qualities of Lord Ram. We should discuss the behavior of the subordinates of Lord Ram and try to implement that in our life. Then we can say that yeah, we are descendants of Lord Ram, we are from Ram Bhumi, and all that thing makes sense. Otherwise, it is just we are also here, nothing beyond that. Right? So we will try to discuss today in whatever time we have. Ramayana is pretty big. It is said that the cultural part. What is the culture of Ayodhya? Right? Every place has a culture. Like Goa has a culture, Maharashtra has a culture, Karnataka has a culture, South Goa has a culture, North Goa has a different culture, Ponta has a different culture, Madalam has a different culture. My house has a different culture, your house has a different culture. What do you mean by culture? Culture means behavior. How a person is going to behave in a given circumstance. That is what is culture. We say ना बच्चों को अच्छा culture देना चाहिए. What's the meaning of that? Meaning of that is we should give our children that understanding by which they can act in any situation in a nice way. That is culture. So what is Ayodhya culture? So let us discuss some pastimes of and different situations which came and how everyone acted, and then we will come to know what is Ayodhya culture. Right? Valmiki Muni writes that Ayodhya culture is the culture of selfless service and responsibility. It's a culture of selfless service and responsibility. Right? We have to take responsibility of things. Sometimes they say in America there is a big statue. Which is that statue? Liberty. Liberty. Liberty means, what's the meaning of word liberty? Freedom. Freedom means my rights. It's my liberty. I will do this. I will do that. So one of the politicians in America, he said, this Statue of Liberty is on the other side. उस तरफ है वो, West Coast के पास. So they said on the east coast you should put liberty, statue of responsibility. Because you should not only say what is my liberty, what are my rights, also you should see what are your responsibilities. A lot of time we are bothered about our rights, even at our home. I should be getting this, I should be doing like this, but what are our responsibilities? We don't talk much about it because that is painful. Ramayana, every person who was connected to Lord Ram executed his responsibilities perfectly, never asked about his liberties, never asked about what he is entitled for. The first one was Lakshman. When Vanvas was declared, Ram was going, Sita was going. Vanvas was for whom? Ram, not for Lakshman. Lakshman का तो बात ही नहीं आया कहीं पे. Lakshman voluntarily said, I am coming with you, Lord Ram, no matter what. He didn't say that's not. I am born as a prince of Ayodhya. Why I should go with in the forest? He said, no, Ram, whatever it is, I will come with you. Ram said, I am not taking you. He actually cried. He pleaded. ये तो ऐसा ही ऊपर ऊपर दिखाने के लिए नहीं कि लोग देख रहे हैं चलो भैया मैं भी आता हूँ. He actually cried, said, Ram, please take me. And then finally Lord Ram said, come. That is Lakshman. He didn't sleep. He didn't sleep. We cannot comprehend that. They were superhumans. हम लोग एक रात सोएंगे नहीं तो दूसरे दिन समझ में नहीं आता कहाँ है. Right? He didn't sleep for all those 14 years. He was standing as a guard outside. He was a prince. We don't know what is a prince because we have seen this prince. What we see around. They were real prince. They never saw till the age of they grew up. They never went out of the palace. Only when Vishwamitra Muni took them to kill Tataka and all, people saw Ram and Lakshmana. Otherwise, they never went out. That was prince. And Lakshmana was standing over there for 14 years guarding. He didn't sleep. His wife slept, Urmila, on his part. She slept, but he didn't sleep. Right? He was there. He did so many services which were so difficult to do. He was told to guard Mother Sita, and Ram went. Ram said, "इधर से हिलने का नहीं, इधर रुकेगा. मैं जाके आता हूँ. इसको हिरण चाहिए. मुझे पता है कुछ तो गड़बड़ होने वाला है. You don't move from here." He said, "Okay, you go." He went. Marich died. Marich shouted in the name of Lakshman, and Mother Sita told Lakshman, "You go and get. See, Ram might be in some danger." Lakshman said, "Nothing doing. I know Ram. Nothing can happen to Ram. I'll stand here only." And Mother Sita said so difficult words to him. He had to leave. He said, "Okay, I'm going." And he also says that, "I know when I come back, you will not be here." It's there in Valmiki Ramayana. And he leaves. He goes to Lord Ram. Lord Ram said, "Why you are here? I told you to be there." Now क्या करेगा वो थोड़ी बोलेगा आप बोल रहे इधर रुको वो बोल रहे उधर जाओ करना क्या है मैं. And then they both came. Mother Sita is not there. Lord Ram started crying. It is written in Ramayana. Lord Ram started crying. He started crying. He started laughing. He started saying, "Oh, this yellow flower. Mother Sita might be behind that yellow flower. I know you are there. I know you are there. Come out." And Lakshman was watching all this. It was so disheartening for him to see all this. And who is the reason for all that? Lakshman. Because he left, that's why Ravana took Mother Sita. And Lakshman went through so much of ordeal, but he never complained. Never complained. Why? What is the mood of Ayodhya? Mood of Ayodhya is selfless service and responsibility. That is the mood of Ayodhya. Right? We also take up so many responsibilities in life, but we also have expectations from people. And when we have expectations in relationship, it doesn't remain a relationship. Then it becomes business. Right? That's why we have, there will be one uncle of ours or one, old grandmother whom we like a lot, whom we want to be with them. Why? Because they don't have much expectations from us. They just want to be with us. That's it. Right? So when we load our relationship with expectations and false reciprocations, it no more remains a relationship. And that is where that emotional blockage comes and we are not able to relish that emotional space. That is Lakshman. One more name of Lakshman is Lakshmi Sampanna. Now what Lakshman had? He was staying in forest, eating kandamul, wearing tree bark. What Lakshmi he had? The Lakshmi, what Lakshman had was the Lakshmi of Seva. He had that opportunity to serve Lord Ram. So when we also should be coming in front of the Lord, we should not ask for material things. We should also ask for Lakshmi. We should ask for Lakshmi what Lakshman had. Seva. Because everything else will go. That's for sure. We all know it. We all are grown up people. We have seen life. Everything will go. What will remain is how much seva we did in our lifetime. Only that we can count even a hand. Unless we are growing old, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, we are good, we will be staying for 100. Uske baad, no one will remember us. But what remains with us is, in this lifetime from segment D to D, birth to death, how much seva we did. That's it. And that is what we should come and ask to the Lord. Lord, give me strength, give me intelligence, give me situations by which I can serve you and serve all the living beings. Because they are ultimately children of the Lord. Only that should be our desire. The remaining you ask, don't ask. As per our prarabdha will get. We don't have to ask for anything. Marks ho, education ho, wealth ho. As per our prarabdha, it will come. But what will not come is seva. For seva, we require grace. We require mercy. We cannot get seva by our bahubal. I am like this, I am so much qualified, I know so much, I should get it. You get seva by only grace. And that was Lakshman. And that is Ayodhya culture. And we should try to imbibe a little bit of that culture in our life. Then we can say Jai Sri Ram. Mandir udhar hi banayenge. When the first Rams, I think the first thing happened in 93. When all the rights and all that, and we were very small. So we used to say everyone Ayodhya Jayenge and all that. But it's very, very important, along with the temple in Ayodhya, we should also make a temple of Lord Ram in our heart. Along with that temple, yes, 101% that is required, but also in our heart. Abhi temple to ho gaya. On the day of temple, when the temple installation was happening, the whole India was chanting Jai Shri Ram. Abhi kya? Abhi nahi. Abhi everyone back to Netflix, everyone back to Amazon Prime, everyone back to Marathi serials, whatever you all watch. Abhi Jai Shri Ram ho gaya. Abhi aap kya bolenge? Temple to ho gaya na? No. But if we make the temple of Lord in our heart, we will chant His names always. Right? So along with that, we should also take Lord Ram in our heart. And that is the character of Lakshman, the culture of Ayodhya, selfless service with responsibility. Next personality is Bharat Maharaj. The name of Bharat is Bharvahi iti Bharat. Bhar. कंधों पे बहुत बोझ होता है हमारे. परिवार को चलाना है, फैक्ट्री को चलाना है, क्या बोलते हैं, कम्युनिटी को चलाना है. बहुत भार होता है, वो दिखता नहीं है. Bharat also had lot of bhar on his shoulders, and that bhar was of misunderstanding. Everyone misunderstood Bharat except Lord Ram. Lord Ram is Lord, he knows everyone. Everyone misunderstood Bharat Maharaj. Bharat Maharaj, right from start, when Lord Ram was going to Vanvas, he was at his Nainiyal. He was at his one more thing. Where was uncle's place of Bharat? Which country? He was not in Ayodhya, right? He had gone somewhere. Where was that? Huh? Where? Yes, Kalkais. Where? Kalkai Desh. Yes. That was that time. 8 lakh years back. अभी हम क्या बोलते हैं उसे? अभी यूक्रेन बोलते हैं, यूक्रेन. यूक्रेन में था वो. और यूक्रेन से आया वो वापस. It is there in Ramayana. It is there. When he is talking to his mother, when he is talking, what was it? When he is talking to his mother, he is asking Kaikeyi, how you can do this? How you can banish Lord Ram? In your place, I am just coming from, even peacocks they are decorating with mukut. And if you see now, Ukraine and Russia, they have one of the emblems. The peacock they decorate with this. Right? So that's the spread of Ramayana. Right? Just to tell you what heritage we have. But that's not important. Important is whether we are following Ramayana or not. That's more important. Just because my father is a doctor, I doesn't become a doctor. Only when I work hard, I study, I pass, I become a doctor. My father is a doctor. I am from Lord Ram's desh, but that doesn't make me Lord Ram, like Lord Ram unless I follow. Right? So Bharat Maharaj was always misunderstood. Everyone misunderstood him. And when Bharat Maharaj came back, as you know, that he was ruling the kingdom by the Paduka of Lord Ram. And it is said that in that period of 14 years, the treasury of Ayodhya multiplied 14 times. So he took perfect care of the entire kingdom. He was wearing tree barks just like what Lord Ram was wearing. He didn't say, I am the ruling king now, let me wear king's clothes. No. Lord Ram is there in the forest. He is wearing tree barks. How I can wear this? I will wear tree barks. Lord Ram is sleeping there on the ground. So Bharat Maharaj used to not sleep on the bed. Where he used to sleep is to dig a hole in the ground, sleep there down. Because I sleep on the floor, I will be at the same level as Lord Ram. I have to go inside. Sharavi river, right? It is freezing cold in the winter. He used to early morning go, take bath in Sharavi river and come back. Why early morning? So that people should not see him. People should not see him. Bharat. Right? They say love is in details. Love is in details. If you want to love someone, you should know every detail about that person and reciprocate. What watch he like, what perfume he like, what color dress he like, what dish he likes. Right? We make that right on his birthday or something like that. Why? Details. Love is in details. So Bharat Maharaj followed every detail just to reciprocate with Lord Ram. That is Bharat Maharaj. And it is said that people of Ayodhya sometimes they used to take a stone and hit at Bharat Maharaj. Can you imagine? Prince, not prince, ruling king. People are hitting sometimes with a stone. Why? They used to say, this person was responsible for banishment of Lord Ram. उसको पता ही नहीं कुछ. अगर हमारे साथ, if this situation we were there, what we would have done? सर चावी बाबा कोणी तुझ्या राज्य आपण बता. And there was no one else over there. Anyone would have attacked Ayodhya and they would have conquered Ayodhya. Bharat Maharaj didn't leave. छोड़ा नहीं उसने. Perfectly rule किया. Right? Something happens in our life. Someone says something to us. We don't talk to him for years. Right? No, it wasn't like that. Bharat Maharaj never left his seva. His seva was given by Lord Ram to rule Ayodhya. He took perfect care no matter what is happening. Just imagine what will be the emotional state of Bharat Maharaj. Sometimes emotionally we get so disturbed. Someone said something to me. I get disturbed. दोस्त 1 महीना 2 महीना दिमाग में रहता हूँ. सब जपा करते वक्त वही आता है. उसने मुझे ऐसा क्यों कहा? मैंने उसको आंसर देना चाहिए था. I missed it. Next time मिलूंगा ना उसको एकदम आंसर दूंगा. Mentally we become so disturbed. Right? What will be the mental state of Bharat Maharaj? सब लोग उसे गाली दे रहे थे. But in that state, he never gave up his seva. So we all are also endowed with some seva. Everyone has a purpose in this world. So no matter what is our mental state, whatever seva we have been given, spiritual seva, material seva, graha seva, we should never त्याग नहीं करना चाहिए. Even in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says the same thing. Don't do त्याग of your duties just prematurely. That's very important. Right? Nowadays there is so much of counseling, so many books, so many seminars. Why? Mentally people are stressed. Mental balance नहीं है सब पूरा. Right? You see what he went through. But why he was very drid in what he was doing? Because he was serving the perfect being. That is Lord Sri Ram. Right? So when whatever seva we have, previously we didn't have a center, now Krishna gave us a center. So whatever small seva we have, we should do it. Yesterday we were discussing the same thing. We should do it with lot of love or lot of emotion. That emotional vacuum what we have, we should fill with this. Right? Because we are coming and grooming over here. To show whom? To the Lord? No, we are doing it because we want to do some seva to the Lord, not to show Him. Everything else what we are doing in this world is to show people. WhatsApp status to show people. Why I go for holidays? So I can take photographs and put it on my Facebook. That's it. To show people where I was. Right? That only creates more vacuum in our hearts. But when we sincerely serve the Lord, when we chant 16 rounds, it's not to show anyone. People who are chanting 16 rounds know how difficult it is. It is not to show anyone. It's our love. It's our love to Supreme Lord. Right? That's why they say selfless seva gives supreme satisfaction. Not anything else what you want to show to others. It will not give any satisfaction. We are just wasting our time. Don't get into it. Right? So that was Bharat Maharaj. One more quality of Bharat Maharaj which is very very important is that he never stopped his services. And Bhagavatam, there is one shloka where the definition of or what the human being should be doing, it is given in Bhagavatam. We'll just repeat this shloka and then we'll see the meaning of it. I'll say, then you can repeat. Savai pumsha paro dharmo yator bhakte radhokshaje ahetu ki aparihata yayatma suprasiddhati. In Bhagavatam, it is said, Savai Pumsha Paro Dharmo. Savai Pumsha, of all the human beings. Savai Pumsha Paro Dharmo, the topmost dharma. Dharma means not religion, dharma means duty. Dharma means activity. Savai Pumsha Paro Dharmo Yator Bhaktir Adokshaje. It is there in Bhagavatam. We have to do bhakti of Adokshaja. Adokshaja means lotus eyes, whose eyes are like lotus. And who is that? Krishna. And how that bhakti should be? Ahetuki aparihata. Ahetuki means without any hetu, without any motive. I am doing bhakti of you, Lord. Next time, one more zero in my bank balance. And next year, 10x. And then probably I become a councillor and then an MLA. And by the time, no, that is business. If you are doing bhakti for that, Bhagwan bhi hasenge. Seriously. Because so many years we have been programmed like that religion is for getting something from the Lord, it becomes difficult to go in front of the Lord without anything in our heart. Material. But we should program ourselves. No material things. No material things. We are teaching our children, you become religious, you will get good marks. You will get some good wealth. And that's how we all were grown up. But if you see Bhagavatam says aparihata and ahetuki and aparihata. Aparihata means non-stop, not Sunday ke Sunday. Right? Non-stop. Non-stop means every day. God is not something what will chant one day and 8 days feedback idhar chipka ke rakhega. No, every day. Right? That's what Prabhupada used to say, 16 round chanting every single day. Whatever services you are doing, whatever sadhana you are doing, ahetuki aparihata. Yayatma suprasiddhati. Then you will find the supreme satisfaction. And it is there in Bhagavatam. 5,000 years back, and even before that, lakhs of years back, Bhagavatam was spoken. Right? So Bharat Maharaj was like that. Without any hetu and without stopping. That was the seva of Bharat Maharaj. Mother Sita. Right? Okay, how many of you all think that Ravan took Mother Sita, right? And when we say Sita means what comes to our mind? Someone who is very fragile and उसको उठा के ले गया, वो रोती रहती है, right? वही आता है ना सीता, उधर बस रोता, उधर भगवान के लिए रुकी है. How many of you all think that Mother Sita was not capable of killing Ravan? She is not capable of killing Ravan, you can say. So how many of you all think that she was capable of killing Ravan? Oh, so many of you all think that. My God, surprise, right? You know why you are thinking why she was capable of killing Ravan? Ravan तो कितना 1000 हाथियों का बल क्या था? 1000 हाथियों का बल ना? छलिया था वो, बहरूपिया था वो, imposter. Why do you think Mother Sita was capable of killing Ravana? वो तो है. But what else she displayed in Ramayana that she is always Jagat Janani. Mahesh Chappu, you know? You don't know Mahesh Chappu? Shiv Dhanusha. Why Dasharatha God married Mother Sita to Ram? Because when she was playing, she used to leave Shiv Dhanusha like this and remove. Sometimes she used to take the Shiv Dhanusha which was So many big, powerful men were required just to push it. She used to take it like that and remove flowers. And whose devotee Ravan was? Lord Shiva's. Don't you think she had power just to... She didn't do anything. Why? She waited for Lord Ram to come and execute his plan. And one Lord Ram was crying when Mother Sita went. We discussed this a lot of time. And everyone is watching, demigods. Sab dekh rahe upar se. Lord Shiva, Parvati is watching, and Parvati is asking Lord Shiva, hey, Vishnu, ऐसे रो क्यों रहे हैं? So Lord Shiva is smiling. Lord Shiva is saying, you go. Parvati is saying, is he really Lord Vishnu or कौन है ये? So Mother Parvati comes down and she changes her form and takes the form of Sita. And she stands over there next to a tree. And Ram is like, Sita, Sita, where are you? Where are you, Sita? Where are you? And then Parvati is standing as Mother Sita. And then Ram says her, Parvati, what are you doing here? And where is Lord Shiva? Go back. Sita, Sita, Sita. She's surprised. ये क्या है? तुम नाटक ही चल रहा है कुछ लोग. और सच में नाटक ही चल रहा है ना? नाटक नहीं है क्या? नाटक है ये. Sometimes they say, oh, what is your Lord Ram? He was not able to protect his wife, and he is going to protect you. What are you praying to him? They were not able to protect. They were not able to do simple things, and they are saying, you are saying they are your gods. Then what we will say? नहीं तुमको नहीं समझेगा वो ऐसा ही है. हमको भी नहीं समझा है. Right? But what it is, it's actually natak done by them. Who is Ravan and Kumbhakaran? Jai and Vijay. In previous life, who they were? Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. In next life, who they become? Dantavakra, Shishupaka. Right? And who does all this drama? Supreme Lord. He says, you become Ravan, you become Kumbhakaran, I will become this, and let's do a drama. And why he does all this drama? For all of us. हमारे लिए. Because we are over here, Margao. कल शिवमोत्सव है, कल हम डांस करेंगे शिवमोत्सव में. हम भूल जाएंगे भगवान को. So भगवान खुद आते हैं to show Baba, this is not our permanent residence. I have given you this body which is very defective. There you have a permanent body which is Satchitananda, just like me. Come back. For us he is doing all this. Don't we feel bad? We should be feeling bad that Lord has to do this for us. At the same time, we should be feeling grateful to Him. He comes as Narsingadev from pillar, just that we get attracted because we want something action चाहिए ना life में. कुछ तो मजेदार चीज देखना है हमको. भगवान बोलते मैं ही देता हूँ तुमको सब. I give everything what is required. Right? He is doing all this for us, and that is why when we chant, a feeling of gratitude should come in our heart. That Lord, you did so much for us, and I am still not looking at you, at least me. Please help me to understand you. And that should be our mood when we are chanting. Chanting is not some mechanical activity. Yeah, 16 mala ho gaya, 4 mala ho gaya mera. No, it's a prayer. It's a prayer. Right? So that is Mother Sita. She waited for Lord to execute his plan. Right? So that is the culture. Culture of Lanka. What is it? So that is the culture of Ayodhya. Okay. Now what is the culture of Lanka? You try to remember some words. Okay. If I say culture of Ayodhya means what comes to your mind? Some words. I'll ask you later. Now we'll talk about culture of Lanka. Who is Lankeshpati? Ravan. And how Ravan came in front of Mother Sita first time? He came as Sadhu. Sadhu means what? Harmless, what I can do, I'm just coming here. Why he came as a sadhu? Right? Imposter. Andar kuch, bahar kuch. If he was so powerful, he could have come just like that. If Lakshman Rekha ko paar nahi kar saka ho. Right? So sometimes people, they are something different internally and externally they exhibit something else. One of the qualities of Ravana is Dambo. Dambo means pride. ऐसा दम भरने का. मैं ऐसा हूँ, मैं वैसा हूँ, मैं ये कर सकता हूँ, वो कर सकता हूँ. When Bali was there. Bali is Sugriva's brother. When Bali was doing his Gayatri, he used to catch Ravana in his tail and take him at different places. That much powerful Bali was. and Ravan somehow, spared his life and ran away. But afterwards he used to say, I am this, I am powerful, Lankeshpati, I can do this, that. That is what is Ravana tendency. Simply boasting. I can do this, I am like this. Simply showing something else to get our own benefit, but internally we are someone else. Externally we are sadhus. Ravana mentality. So all this started from Ravana. It started from there. That is the culture of Lanka. What? Imposter. Andar kuch, bahar kuch. Second culture of Ravana. Lanka was made out of what? Gold. And where he got this gold from? Looting everyone. सबको लूट के लाया था. वो flight also came from Kuwait. Kuwait was his brother. उसको भगा दिया गाड़ी एरोप्लेन लेके आ गया. Greed. Greed. Gold can be connected to anything nowadays. It can be good lifestyle, it can be wealth, it can be resources, it can be pride, but it is represented by greed. That was Ravana. Right? When the war was going on, we had discussed this also last year, as I remember. When the war was going on, a lot of soldiers of Lord Ram's army had died, and Lakshman also gets injured, and then they get the Sanjeevani, and Lakshman comes back to life. And you know what they do afterwards? Lord Ram says, take this Sanjeevani and give it to every monkey soldier who is dead and get him back to life. Everyone comes back to life. And then they search for Ravana's people. We'll give them also and get them back to life. But unka koi hai nahi. And they all were astonished how the whole day the war was happening. We killed so many of the Rakshasa soldiers, but किसी का body है ही नहीं. तो रावण ने एक इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया था अपने कमांडर्स को, कोई अगर मरता है ना, उसका बॉडी उठा के पानी में फेंक देने का. क्यों? दुश्मन को समझेगा नहीं, मैं इतना फाइट कर रहा हूँ, मार रहा हूँ, कोई गिर ही नहीं रहा है, तो he'll get demotivated. That was Ravana's tactic. Good tactic, na? Intelligent guy. But what is this mentality? This mentality is use and throw. The soldiers who fought for him, their bodies were thrown. One of our neighboring countries did that in Kargil. We killed them. They said they are not our people. Not our people. They just do whatever you want. Then Indian army did all the proper rites by whatever faith they were following, and they did everything properly. Ravana mentality. Right? Radharani Maharaj used to always say, we should use things and love people. We should use things and love people, and not the other way around. Use people and love things. Right? That is Ravana culture. अब समझ में आ रहा है थोड़ा इजी हो रहा है ना रावण कल्चर समझने में दिख रहा है ना हमको आजू बाजू में हम में भी आता है कभी कभी आता है that's how it is आता है because we are humans we are कभी अयोध्या में है कभी लंका में है कभी अयोध्या में है कभी लंका में है अभी अयोध्या में मंदिर बना है तो ज्यादा अयोध्या में रहना चाहिए हम लोग लंका में कुछ है नहीं right so that is Lanka culture so again when we speak about culture means what I will do in a particular situation. So all these situations, what came in all this devotees' life, how they acted, how Ravana acted, and how Ayodhya Vasi acted. So now, which side are we on? Are we the Ayodhya culture or the Lanka culture? Ayodhya culture. How many go Ayodhya culture? No, I'm saying where are we right now? Are we in Ayodhya culture? Or are we in Lanka culture? Okay, how many feel that we are right now in Ayodhya culture? Okay, and how many feel we are in Lanka culture? That's out of his humility. He is in Ayodhya culture actually. See, yes, thank you. We know that Lanka culture is not good. And it's not that, the very fact that we are coming to hear Hari Katha, we are practicing devotional life, we are not in Lanka culture. Surely we are not in Lanka culture. But we are not in Ayodhya culture also. We are not like Lakshman. We are not like Bharat. कोई कुछ कह देगा ना, next Friday आना ही नहीं है प्रोग्राम में. तो कहाँ गया भरत? 14 साल तक खड़ा रहा है बंदा. वो पत्थर मारते थे, शब्द नहीं, पत्थर मारते थे, कुछ नहीं बोला. We are not in Ayodhya culture, but we would like to go to Ayodhya culture, right? So between Lanka and between Ayodhya, there is one more place. What is that place? Kiskinda. If we are talking about Ramayana, how we can forget about Hanumanji? The hero of Ramayana is Hanumanji. And Hanumanji is from Kiskinda. How many of you have gone to Kiskinda? Kiskinda means Hampi. Hampi, Hampi is Kiskinda. You see those big stone and all. Mataji सगळ्यात घेऊन बसपास आहे इकडे. गोयात मडगावमधूनच रावता म्हणतात. कोलवा बीच आणि खालाची मोडचे असं. One picnic we should do. I don't know, let's see this summer. Summer is very hot over there. Maybe we can plan Hampi. Big stones still there over there. Right? So Kiskinda culture is Sugriv. So what is Sugriv? Sugriv, I'll just just 1-2 minutes. Sugriv is you want to serve Lord Ram, at the same time you also want to enjoy. So when he promised that I will serve, I will fight on your behalf, when Chaturmas came, he left and he went. And then Lakshman had to go and call him back. Because Lord Ram is still waiting for you. Chaturmas ho gaya, you will not come back again. So we are in Kiskinda culture. We want to serve Lord Ram, at the same time we want to thoda masti bhi karna chahte hain, thoda dance bhi karna chahte hain, thoda sense gratification. It's like that. And then Lakshman ji is a guru. Lakshman ji comes. Lord Ram is waiting. Okay, I'll go back. So that's why we should have more Lakshmans in our life, who will remind us that Lord Ram is waiting. Can you come back? Of course, Lakshman went with the arrow to call Sugriv. And that arrow was the same arrow by which he had killed Bali. So just to remind him. So Guru is little heavy also. He comes with both. He will show you both the things. So that is Kiskinda culture. Kiskinda culture is between. Want to serve also, at the same time want to enjoy also. So we have to slowly move from Kiskinda culture to Ayodhya culture. And that happens by one very, very important thing. What is told for that is hearing. Hearing about the Lord. Reading about the Lord. When we read Ramayana, when we read scriptures, one habit if we have to add along with chanting तो हम लोग कर ही रहे हैं, along with chanting if we have to do something or add one more thing, then it is reading scriptures. It purifies the house, it purifies the body, it purifies surrounding, everything gets purified. We have to have this habit of reading scriptures. It may be Ramayana, it may be Bhagavatam, it may be Bhagavad Gita, whatever it is. Read it for 5 minutes. No problem. But we should have that habit of reading. Right? So reading is something which really advanced shloka specifically on reading. Yeah. No much time. I'll just one point which I liked a lot, what I also heard for the first time, it's not first time I had heard it, but I never thought about it, that later when Love and Kush come and they recite Ramayana everywhere, even Lord Ram sits and hears his own glories. Lord Ram is hearing Ramayana himself. So if Lord Ram can sit and hear Ramayana, why we cannot sit and hear? We don't want to hear. Right? You know why we don't want to hear? We don't want to hear because our hearts are filled with Rajoguna and Tamoguna, by passion and ignorance. So that's why we have to slowly come towards Sattva Guna. Right? When we come to Sattva Guna, we become receptive to the divine instructions. We become receptive to spiritual practices. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult to be in Rajoguna and in Tamoguna, ignorance and passion, and to practice bhakti. It becomes difficult. Then it is like elephant's bath. We take bath, elephant takes bath in the river, he comes out and he puts sand on the body. Right? It becomes difficult. That's why we say 4 regulatory principles we have to follow. No meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling. If you do this 4 things, if you refrain from these 4 things, 99% of the sinful activities are out. Right? Krishna says in the very second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, भोगैश्वर्य प्रसक्तानां तया अपरिता चेतसानां व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धि समाधुना बुद्ध्यति. In the minds of those who are too attached to sense gratification and material opulence and who are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination for devotional service to the Supreme Lord does not take place. Bhagavad Gita 2.44 second chapter के 44 श्लोका बोले तो भगवत गीता जस्ट चालू ही हो रही है, भगवान पहले बोल देते भाई सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन करेगा, अर्जुन को बोलते सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन करेगा तो यार भगवत भक्ति नहीं मिलेगी, तो फिर इधर ही रहना पड़ेगा. So we have to see that slowly sense gratification we have to keep ourselves aware. What is sense gratification? Anything which is not connected to Krishna is sense gratification. A simple definition, right? So slowly we have to practice. Then only we'll be able to walk on this spiritual path perfectly. So reading and japa, these are the two things that we have to do every single day, aparihata and without any motive. So with this I will stop. There are some more points, but today is Ekadashi, so we will have dancing kirtan as some devotees said. So with this we come to the end of this class. Let us pray that by the time we celebrate Ram Navami, which will be after 2 weeks, we form our consciousness by which we can take maximum blessings of Lord Ram on that day. But for that, for these 2 weeks, let us form our consciousness, our chetna. Let us keep practicing Ayodhya culture and not which culture? नहीं, लंका तो आप लोग नहीं करेंगे. किसकिंदा कल्चर. किसकिंदा means what? कभी खुशी कभी गम. तारा रंग पम. थोड़ा इधर नहीं. Resolute. I am determined to practice devotional life. I am determined to get into something. वो IIT में घुसने वाला लड़का एकदम determined होता है. 2 साल तक पढ़ाई करेगा. Determined. तो भागवत धाम जाना तो determined ना, ऐसे थोड़ी जा सकते हैं. कुछ बहुत बड़ा चाहिए तो उतना प्रयास भी करना पड़ेगा. नहीं तो आम आदमी पार्टी वैसा ही मिलेगा. सिंपल सा. वो सिंपल. We want something very very high. उसके लिए हाई प्रयास भी चाहिए, राइट? वो प्रयास का to make that प्रयास, the strength is given by Lord. So we have to pray to the Lord. So by the time he arrives on Ram Navami, we have practiced enough the Ayodhya culture, and he really becomes happy to see us, right? So with that, I end my class. Thank you very much. श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. सीता लक्ष्मण हनुमान जी की जय. श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय.